Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to a space where the veil is lifted and the unseen becomes undeniably clear. Today's reading is not just a gentle message. It is a profound revelation about what has been hidden from you in the shadows, waiting for the perfect divine timing to step into the light. There are truths weaving through the fabric of your destiny right now that you were never meant to see until you were truly ready. I need you to watch closely, to listen with your spirit, and to absorb every vibration of this message. Take a deep breath, center your energy, and let us dive into the very depths of your soul's current trajectory. The universe has a massive, breathtaking surprise in store for you. A sudden disruption of your timeline that is going to turn your meticulously planned life completely upside down. But it will not be chaos. It will be an explosion of color, breathing vibrant life into a canvas you didn't even realize had turned gray. This is an energy that will make everyone around you stop, stare, and whisper. It is time to harness this frequency. Listen closely to the resonance of my voice, quiet the noise of the outside world, and let us take a profound look at the monumental shift already standing on the very threshold of your destiny. When I tune into your energy right now, I am immediately struck by a woman of unparalleled depth and magnificent complexity. You are not a surface-level soul. You have walked through the fire, navigated the darkest valleys, and survived storms that would have completely broken anyone else. Your soul reads like an ancient, beautifully bound, and intensely wise book, inscribed with chapters of staggering joy and long, heavy hours of quiet, solitary sadness. You have learned to be fiercely strong. Over the years, you have conditioned yourself to rely on absolutely no one but yourself. You are the fixer, the problem solver, the one who takes control of chaotic situations when everyone else panics. You have become the sturdy, immovable pillar of support for your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Sometimes, in the quiet hours of the night, you look in the mirror and you see exactly what you are. A majestic queen who has built her entire kingdom, brick by heavy brick, with her own bare hands. But I also see what you hide from the rest of the world. Deep inside that formidable queen, safely locked away behind walls of logic and independence, lives a little girl who is simply exhausted. A girl who desperately just wants to be held. She longs for someone else to step up, to take the wheel, to shoulder the heavy burden of responsibility so she can finally exhale, drop her shoulders, and just breathe. You've become far too accustomed to relationships feeling like endless work. To you, love has meant compromise, sacrifice, and all too often, an overwhelming emotional burden that drains your life force. Perhaps lately, as you sit with your thoughts, you have even begun to convince yourself that the most intense, wild, butterfly-inducing emotions are securely locked away in the past. You might believe those chaotic, passionate feelings belong to a younger version of you, not the sophisticated, established woman you are today. So, you have closed your borders. You have donned a magnificent, beautiful, yet impenetrable suit of armor. Your energy right now presents to the world as highly prestigious, deeply calm, grounded, and perhaps a little cold or untouchable on the outside. But beneath that polished, stoic exterior, there rages a vast, turbulent ocean of unspent love, fierce tenderness, and passionate devotion, waiting for someone strong enough to swim in its depths. You are waiting for an equal. You have convinced yourself that you are waiting for a match, someone who reflects your exact stage in life. You are holding out for someone just as mature, just as seasoned, and perhaps just as battle-scarred as you are. You think you need someone older, someone settled, someone who brings a predictable, quiet stability to your carefully organized world. But the universe, in its infinite and glorious wisdom, has a magnificent sense of humor. It looks at your blueprint and it knows better. The universe knows that what your soul truly craves right now is absolutely not boring, predictable stability. You do not need another tired soul. You need a real, uncontrollable fire. You need a sudden, rushing breath of fresh air. You need a vibrant, blooming spring to melt the ice in the very middle of your emotional winter. And that is exactly what is coming. Suddenly, without warning, he confidently steps into your sacred space. The energy shifts the moment he arrives. He is a man who is younger than you. Yes, you heard me perfectly. I can feel your immediate, instinctual resistance right now. Just hearing those words, I can hear the immediate rationalizations flooding your mind. You are telling yourself, this is absolutely not for me. Or, what on earth will people say? Or, there is no way this can be a serious, long-lasting commitment. But I need you to take those rigid societal stereotypes, those outdated scripts of how love is supposed to look, and throw them out the window entirely. They do not serve you here. Look closely at his energetic signature. The physical age difference printed on your passport or your driver's license is completely and utterly irrelevant in this dynamic. Because spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, this man possesses an ancient, grounding maturity that defies earthly time. Let me be incredibly clear, this is not some lost infantile boy looking for a mother figure to clean up his messes. Absolutely not. This is a deeply masculine force, a man with a dark, fiery, piercing gaze that looks right through your defenses. He carries colossal, undeniable ambition and a bold audacity that is so tragically lacking in the men of your own peer group. He does not approach life with weariness. He possesses a brilliant, vibrant, magnetic energy that pulls you in. He is radically open to the universe, utterly unafraid to take massive risks, and most importantly, he does not drag around an exhausting, heavy baggage of bitter disappointments, cynical ex-wives, and draining, toxic dramas. He moves through the world with a refreshing ease, a lightness of being, yet at his very center, he has an unbreakable core of pure steel. He has a beautiful, captivating smile, but his eyes do the real talking, a very keen, calculating, scanning gaze that reads the room in seconds. He is a man who knows exactly what he wants out of this lifetime. And what he wants, with a terrifying and beautiful certainty, is you. When this man looks at you, he does not see a birth year. He does not see numbers on a document or the timeline of your career. He sees a literal goddess walking the earth. What he feels for you defies logic and is incredibly difficult to describe in simple, mundane words. It is not just a crush. It is a profound karmic collision, a real, destructive, and reconstructive storm of emotion. At first, it may have sparked simply as a deep admiration for your striking physical appearance, the regal way you carry your presence, the hypnotic way you speak, and the effortless way you command respect and handle complex problems. But the more he gets to know you, or will get to know you in the near future if this meeting is still unfolding, the deeper he plummets into the dark, intoxicating abyss that is your soul. He is hopelessly enchanted. He is captivated by your sharp intelligence, your rich life experience, and the magnetic mystery you exude. For him, you are the ultimate prize, an unattainable, blindingly bright star that he is ruthlessly determined to pluck from the night sky at any and all costs. The chemistry here is entirely off the charts. He experiences a wild, raw, primitive physical attraction to you. He is literally magnetically drawn to the curve of your body, to the sound of your laugh, to your unique scent. But the deepest magic lies in how you make him feel about himself. Next to you, surrounded by your powerful, established aura, he feels like a king. You awaken within him the primal instinct of the protector, the provider, the conqueror. He has a burning, undeniable drive to prove to you that he is worthy of standing beside you. He wants to show you that he can handle your shadows, solve your problems, and lay the entire world at your feet. He understands perfectly well that you are smarter, more prestigious, more financially secure, or more experienced, but this power dynamic does not intimidate him in the slightest. On the contrary, it deeply excites him. It fuels his fire. He desperately wants to be the one safe haven where the formidable queen can finally take off her crown, let down her guard, and completely let go of control. His heart is a chaotic, beautiful mixture of sheer awe, profound respect, wild, consuming passion, and an almost religious, devoted worship of your divine feminine essence. And this, my beautiful soul, is where the journey becomes truly cinematic. The connection between the two of you will be so radiantly vibrant, the unspoken energy field so thick and powerful that it will be entirely detectable from a mile away. It will be a palpable vibration in any room you enter. And let me tell you a secret. Every single woman around you is going to be absolutely obsessed with your relationship. I can picture the scene vividly right now. You walk into a crowded restaurant, a party, or a social gathering together, and the atmosphere instantly shifts. All eyes snap to you. Friends, skeptical colleagues, distant acquaintances, and even complete strangers passing by on the street will be unable to look away. They will begin to whisper behind your back. At first, the reaction will be pure shock, a scandalous surprise. What? He's younger? How did she manage that? But lying just beneath that initial shock will be a dark, undisguised, bitter envy mixed with an insatiable, burning curiosity. They will slowly go crazy analyzing the intense, devoted way he looks at you across the table. Each of those whispering women will secretly, desperately dream of trading places with you, of experiencing just a fraction of that intoxicating adoration. They will endlessly discuss you over coffee, trying to find a catch, trying to rationalize it away. They will maliciously predict that it won't last, that it's just a phase. But the hidden truth is, they will be driven absolutely insane by the simple fact that you audaciously allowed yourself to experience something they are too terrified to claim for themselves. You broke out of the matrix. You shattered the suffocating system. You bravely stepped far beyond the rigid boundaries of what is supposedly appropriate or acceptable for a woman of your hard-earned status and life experience. Your union will become the talk of the town, because you are going to sparkle with a blinding, undeniable radiance that could ignite entire cities. They will watch in awe as you completely blossom, as you visibly rejuvenate, as the heavy years melt away from your aura. They will see how your eyes sparkle with mischief and joy, and how this striking, handsome, incredibly promising young man openly adores you. They will watch him pull out your chair, open your doors, look deeply into your eyes as if you were the only creature in the universe, and hang on your every single word. Your internal self-confidence is going to skyrocket into another stratosphere. You will walk through the mundane reality of life like an unstoppable conqueror, unapologetically basking in his fierce adoration and brushing off the envious, sideways glances of the crowd. What does the immediate future hold for this cosmic pairing? I am seeing a prolonged, breathtaking period of incredible, intoxicating euphoria. You are walking into a season of spontaneous dates that stretch into the early hours of the morning. You will experience a kind of deep belly laughter that literally makes your cheekbones ache. There will be unplanned, chaotic, wonderful road trips and adventures. He is going to infect you with his beautiful ease and his fearless approach to the unknown. You will suddenly, wonderfully remember exactly what it feels like to just fool around, to do silly, pointless things, to completely stop obsessing over the long-term consequences, and to fiercely live in the present moment. He is the catalyst sent to pull you out of your hardened shell, to drag you away from your draining, predictable routine. I see a profound amount of physical closeness, lingering touches, tight hugs, and a deeply rich, vibrant, and wildly fulfilling intimate life, because your elemental temperaments are a perfect, explosive match. Yes, it is true that in the beginning, your analytical mind will fight this. You will inevitably face dark moments of internal doubt. You will try to sabotage it. You will try to push him away to protect your carefully guarded peace. You will use your logic as a weapon, telling him, "We are from entirely different worlds. The timing is wrong. It will never work out." But this man will absolutely not back down. His fiery persistence, his unwavering certainty in you, will gently but firmly tear down every single barrier you have erected. Gradually, this consuming wild passion will evolve and deepen into something incredibly warm, profoundly deep, and unshakably trusting. You will not just be passionate lovers, you will become the absolute best of friends. You will engage in a sacred exchange of vital energies. You will ground him, offering him the deep wisdom, the emotional stability, and the quiet self-confidence he needs to conquer his world. And directly, because of your powerful influence, he will make a massive, unprecedented leap forward in his own self-fulfillment, his career, and his life purpose. In return, he will continuously pour into you the bright, infectious energy of youth, pure joy, relentless drive, and raw vitality. You'll organically form a perfect, harmonious balance of yin and yang, a sacred space where the concept of physical age completely fades into oblivion, leaving only two ancient, kindred spirits dancing in the dark. Why was this intense, convention-breaking connection given to you? Why are the higher spiritual powers orchestrating the arrival of this specific person into your carefully curated life? My dear, you must understand that this is not a random coincidence. This is a profound, destined karmic gift, specifically designed for your ultimate healing. For far too long, you have operated exclusively in the heavy, suffocating energies of duty, obligation, and sacrifice. You have been trapped in the dense, exhausting frequency of pure survival, constantly overcoming obstacles, fighting battles alone, and expecting the worst. In that grueling process, you slowly forgot the divine, effortless nature of your true self. This man is being sent into your reality as a divine activator to completely awaken your inner woman, your dormant goddess energy. The universe is using him to physically demonstrate to you that you can be fiercely, passionately loved simply for existing. You are learning the hardest lesson of all, that you do not constantly need to earn love through hard work. You do not need to be accommodating, comfortable, or perfectly correct to be utterly adored. The divine wants to teach you how to simply sit back and enjoy the sweetness of life, how to graciously accept gifts, and how to pry your heart open to thrilling new experiences. This explosive connection is designed to permanently destroy your deeply rooted internal blocks. It will burn away your quiet, secret fears of aging and annihilate your exhausting fear of being flawed or imperfect. He is placed on your path as a crystal clear mirror. And when you look into his eyes, you will finally see your true, unedited self reflected back at you, unimaginably beautiful, infinitely desirable, and finally completely free from the toxic opinions of others and the suffocating chains of societal expectations. This relationship is your personal, triumphant breakthrough into the highest vibrations of unconditional happiness and radical self-love, achieved miraculously through your love for him. And finally, before I close this reading, I must give you 3 crucial pieces of spiritual advice to ensure this beautiful story unfolds as harmoniously as it is destined to. First and foremost, you must turn off your overactive analytical head. Stop trying to mathematically calculate the emotional risks 10 years in advance. Do not ruin the magic by analyzing his every single move, text, and gesture, desperately searching for a catch or a hidden agenda where there simply isn't one. Just bravely allow yourself to be recklessly, unabashedly happy today. Second, and this is vital, never, do you hear me? Never play the role of the mommy or the lecturing teacher with him. Even if you know more about the world, even if you hold 10 times more life experience, you must step back and let him be the man in the dynamic of your relationship. Give him the wide open space to care for you, to stumble, to make his own mistakes, and to make firm decisions. Be his ultimate muse, his enchanting mystery, and his magnificent, untouchable woman, but never become his mentor. Visibly admire his victories, fiercely support his grand ambitions, and I promise you, this man will literally move mountains to see you smile. Third, completely close your ears to the venomous whispers of the outside world. People will always talk. Miserable, envious people will always desperately try to invalidate and destroy what they cannot possibly obtain for themselves. Let their bitter words crash pointlessly against the unshakable armor of your radiant smile and your profound inner confidence. Remember this always. It is your fleeting, precious life. It is your sacred body. It is your vast heart. And absolutely no one but you has the right to decide who you allow yourself to love. Open your soul completely to this rushing, powerful flow. Shed the heavy, rusted armor of your past. Give yourself the supreme permission to become light, to soar high above the mundane, and to be gloriously, beautifully daring. The universe has already finished brewing this incredible, intoxicating cocktail of passion and destiny, and very soon it is going to pour directly into your reality. Accept it with open hands and deep gratitude. Smile at your glowing reflection today because you, of all people, truly deserve the most beautiful, convention-defying romance in the entire world. Believe in your power. Believe in the magic of love. And let the journey begin.